DIT.
So I think we have the last question, right? So about, can you tell us about Kirszenbaum resurrection?
Okay, I started telling you about it. What happened is actually I decided to stop my activities, my professional activities, and I was director in a public company, and I went to the owner there and I said I want to quit. So they said, how much money do you want to stay? And I said, no, until now it was for surviving. From now it's for living. And they said, what? He said, what do you mean? And I said, I'm going to start research on my great uncle, because I was in Jerusalem, and the people from the Israel Museum came to my place, and they said he was a great painter. And I met one of the professors at the university in Jerusalem, Meislich, and she told me, Nathan, if you decide to do something, come back to me. And then I stopped working. I went back to her and I told her, I don't want to be a professor. I want to understand Kirszenbaum. She told me, you are going to be at the university and I'll send you to courses that are dealing only with the period of Kirszenbaum. So at least you understand and you know about it. And then when you make your research, it will be professional. And for 2 years, I learned at the university in Jerusalem.
Wow.
And little by little, I really realized Impressionism, Expressionism, Germany, Israel, Morocco, Italy, all these information, what I told you about. So you have heard a small part of my research. It's only from for the last 20 years. So it's there are some good results, and I think the fact that the Pompidou Museum has asked me to transfer the archives to the Bibliothèque Kandinsky at the museum means something, and hopefully we'll have some more exhibition, and maybe as a result from our talk, we'll be able to have more exhibition. Unfortunately, in the United States, you have got to be in a country to find the right people. And until now, I don't travel so much as I did when I was 20 years old. And but I'm still optimistic.
Yes, always. But thank you, Nathan. But it was a very, very a huge pleasure for me to interview you, make this interview to you, and I'm honored, and congratulations for all what you did.
Yes, I would like also,
all the community in the world.
I would like also to thank Wolf from the Goethe-Institut, and he had
Goldman and all that.
He had another person, Yael Goldman, that was working at the Goethe-Institut, that was very helpful. And I think that maybe thanks to them, I've succeeded in doing many things. And I hope that we'll have some exhibition again also in Germany, maybe in Italy. Let's be optimistic. It's really a great subject and a great painter that nearly disappeared.
But Carla, I don't know if I can add a question if we have 4 minutes. Yeah, because if I may, I have a question directly to our guest now, of honor, Nathan. First of all, I think it's fantastic to see how broadly, Kirszenbaum has been active, as you mentioned before. And I want to ask you, when you spoke about Kirszenbaum's effort, when he wanted to do an exhibition in 1945. 54, before dying in August, I wondered to what extent that moment in his life, maybe, before his death, and thus unfinished work, influenced you to do what you're doing now, bring his art to life and bring him to the honor, maybe, he deserves. So was that the specific motivation, or is it your curiosity? I'm just curious to know, because you just continued, no, the unfinished, or rather you put together the puzzle, let's say, no, of his works
That's right.
that fortunately not could be destroyed by the Nazis. So I'm also very thankful for that, and also from part of the Goethe-Institut. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's just a curiosity. How was your motivation? Because I think it's great that you change your life in this direction.
Yes, you know, my aunt, the sister of my mother, and her husband were involved in art in Israel. He was responsible for one of the important libraries, publication company that was dealing with art, and she came to us in 1946 after the end of the war. Kirszenbaum came to us in 1946. The first time we met him, he was desperate. And then my aunt came. She survived because she was in Palestine. And she stayed in Europe. We went to Israel, and she stayed in Europe, and she was in Paris. And she was acquainted with him. And thanks to her, we know a lot about it and about the paintings. But we did the fact that there was an exhibition that was supposed to be in Tel Aviv, and that at that moment he died. My aunt knew about it. She helped with her husband to do it. And I went to the Tel Aviv Museum a month ago, and I said, why aren't you showing these works? And they said, they are big works. We need a special place for this. We don't know where to show it. And we're looking for a place where they will be interested in showing something about the prophets. And we haven't found one. But when I called them, you know, when I was looking for it, they say, we've never heard about Kirszenbaum. So, no, they know it.
Thank you.
So I would like to thank you, all of you. You know, for me, it is so important what you are doing. And I and my family, we really appreciate what you are doing. It's very important. I enjoyed very much working or getting the help of Wolf. He used to send to my place people, volunteers, to help me in finding out about Kirszenbaum. Thanks to him, really, I've got a lot of information that I wouldn't have if it wasn't for the help of the Goethe-Institut. So I think there are great people in the world. And we speak a lot about the negative aspect, unfortunately not about the positive aspects. And what you are doing is great and positive. Thank you very much.
DIT